Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Zemo, the dad in DPS, and we're back once again with another video. This time I'm in person. My son is not feeling well, so he's joining me temporarily on this one. And we're going to discuss a topic that's been floating around for a while, and has recently been discussed by people like Angry Turtle, JJFloppers, and Rick Games. And that is Fallout 76 dying? Now, if you've looked at the analytics and other people discussing the analytics, pretty much the game is returning to a trough that it was at about a year ago. And I think that's the core of the problem with Fallout 76 and the content that it typically provides in the way of new content. It's a very short-lived and temporary way of doing things. If you think of anything that's been added in the more recent years, like Wastelanders, that was quite a chunky and substantial bit of content. It lasted quite a while, and it took us all a little while to get through it. Don't get me wrong, the original questline could be, grinded within a day or two, depending how quickly you're going. But since then, the content, like the Brotherhood, Steel-related content, has been something that you can do in a matter of hours quite easily. And then that was it. There was nothing really of any value added other than maybe one event that would trigger once in a blue moon, or in some cases no events at all. Then on top of that, you've got all the recycled events, like, holiday events, like you've got the treasure hunters, the holiday scorched of different varieties, and then there's another one, and I completely forget what it is, but that's the kind of point. They are very forgettable and unmemorable instances because they are the same as 5 other different things in the game. And that's the key problem with Fallout 76 content. It's very narrow and short-minded. And when new content comes in, we get a peak of viewers. You get loads of people coming in, old and new, to play this new content. But it's done within, a little while. And slowly, they then start dwindling off. Some people get a taste for Fallout 76 again, or get a taste for it and play through it. New players have got a lot of content to play through, but the older players start dwindling off, and they only come back for specific instances. And I think what we're seeing is just that. It's people that are not the hardcore players slowly dwindling off. And in a lot of cases, I find servers just as active as I always have. But that's the kind of case that I play with a lot of people that are quite consistent Fallout 76 players. So for me, the game isn't dying, and there'd be a lot of people out there that have specific friend groups or people that they play with. So the game will not seem that way. And the numbers on Steam at least say that it's not dying, it's just kind of returning to a normal basis of the people that will consistently play the game. Now, what's the solution to this kind of problem? What's Bethesda or Microsoft's way of growing this? Well, the reality is they need to spend a lot more time on content. They need to create something substantial. If they waited every year and released a Wastelander style update, an actual massive big update that actually changed how the game works and changed the landscape and did a lot of different things, then I think they'd be a lot more successful than they are. The problem is that they are not operating on that basis. They keep giving us little drips and drabs and adding one event in every so many months, adding a quest line in every so many months that doesn't last very long. Whereas if they added like a whole expansion, like, for example, a game like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy did, then I think we'd see much greater results and a lot more player retention. So the game so much isn't dying as it's only the people that sit there, pay money, build camps, grind Earl, make videos on the actual game. It's only these kind of people that stick around and hang about because they are getting what they've paid for, basically. I don't think I would have stuck around with Fallout 76 for as long as I have without you guys. My sole reason for playing Fallout 76 is for you guys. I won't say I don't get any enjoyment out of it. I just see that there's a lot of flaws And that is the kind of problem with the game. Now, since Microsoft bought out Bethesda and ZeniMax, I'm hoping that we begin to see a lot more hands-on approach and a lot more of an actual consistent content, dump. But I can't say I'm optimistic. The problem at its core is that Bethesda doesn't really care about Fallout 76. They've never really cared about it. They've always kind of half-assed it, and as a result, it suffered and kind of not went the way we all hoped. I mean, the terrible launch was a prime example, and we've had multiple patches that have had terrible launches as well, where the game has just been broken and had to go down repeatedly until they fixed it. So yeah, is the game dying? Not really. It's kind of just getting back to what I would regard as its normal. Is it getting better? Well, that remains to be seen. We've got a couple of updates and a couple of things coming that hopefully will help fix things, but I'm hoping deep in my heart that they add some content that's substantial instead of what we've been getting so far. Either way, I'll keep making videos until you guys stop watching. And I'll catch you all next time in the wasteland. And so will Caleb, when he wakes up. He's drooling on my shoulder. See you guys.